You're muted, John.
Go. Nice. All right, everybody. So let's try out this microphone real quick. I'm not sure if this is going to be what we want. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek at this here and see if this
It sounds
works.
really good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can definitely hear me better.
Well, we could hear you a lot better.
Let me try. How about
You're breaking up.
breaking up?
Yeah.
Let's try it again. How about now? Does that sound any better? Just went out.
No, not no more. It comes in and out.
I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not because of the way that we had it all set up there. So let me see what just happened there.
You sound far.
I sound far away.
Yeah.
All right, that's okay. I'm gonna get closer up here. And here we go. We got more folks joining in. I got to go ahead and switch up my view here. You got me in the spotlight, Ben?
Yes.
Yes.
It is? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good. I don't know what just happened, but my Zoom screen just got real small. And I can see everybody else on. Oh, here we go. All right, I got it all set up. Hey, everybody, I'm going to talk a little bit louder. I'm just going to be able to speak up a little bit. And we're going to, again, pretend like it doesn't matter because we're outside. We're here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. What's the name of this park? Calle Alvarado. Calle Alvarado Park. That's where we are. And we're in Santa Fe. And like we were telling the group who was on here before, compared to when we're in San Diego, when we're at sea level, we're now about 8,000 feet. So almost a mile and a half higher up in elevation. And so I'm not going to tell you all, but who knows, just based off of that one fact that I'm a mile and a half up from sea level, what's going to be different for me during this workout compared to all of you who may be down at sea level? What's the difference and how does that affect exercise? If you know the answer to that, put that in the chat room. Let us know on YouTube. What's the difference between exercising at sea level and when you're a mile and a half up in the air? Now, I know we're going to be having Carla joining me for the breathing motto. She's starting a new job next week. So we are so happy to have her here today and to participate. And she's also going to do some team leadership. So let's be ready for that. So me and Carla, we're going to do the breathing motto. Everybody go ahead and have a sip of water. I just had some water right before we got started. We're going to bring up Carla. And Carla, how about let's do ones and twos? I'll take the first line and you take the second line and bring it on home.
Ready? 1,
all right,
2, 3, 4, 5.
Breathe in the good.
Breathe the bad.
Breathe in the happy.
Breathe the sad.
Breathe in your best.
In the worst.
And breathe in your power.
In your power. So you just go first. I will miss you guys, but I'll see you and socialize at 6.
Great job, Carla. Again, like she said, she's going to miss us, but she's going to see us on the social hour, which is tonight and every Friday night at 6 p.m. So remember that. If you're on this link right now, you can join us again on the Friday Night Fitness Social, and we'll be hanging about. I'm going to be showing everybody, again, a little bit more out here in New Mexico, and I'll be coming home to San Diego tomorrow and to be in the studio next week in San Marcos. So everybody, let's go ahead and get started out. We're going to get our head and neck moving around. So let's think about the directions that we can move. I'm going to move my neck for a few, but then we're going to move the camera for a few so you get to see around too. So let's start with our first moves, which is going to be just moving to the right and to the left. Great job, everybody. Let's go right and left. And you're going to notice today there's going to be times where I won't be talking as much during the exercise because I'm going to be a little further away, but I'll get a little bit closer and I'll talk when I'm explaining the exercise. Let's do about 4 more going right and left. We're going to go right and left, and then 1 more each way going right, and just warming up our neck. Left, All right, let's go down and up. So down here, looking for ants, looking to see what's on the ground, maybe a tarantula or a scorpion. Those are out here. And looking up, we're looking at the clear blue sky. Let's go ahead and we're going to tuck our chin, sitting up tall if you're sitting down, and then bring your head up, bring your chin up, looking up at the sky, and then bringing it back down, looking down for ants. Looking for ants on the ground. Do I see any ants? Nope. Do I see any scorpions? Nope. Bringing my head up, bringing my chin up, and my nose is going to be up. My brother's looking too. We're looking down here maybe for some rocks, maybe some quartz or some turquoise. And we're going back up at the sky, looking up, keeping it up in the air. Great job. All right, now for the next few exercises, I want to show you all around here a little bit. And so what I'm going to do is move over this way. And we're going to be looking around the field here. So you can see we have a park here. I'm going to walk over this way just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead with our head and neck. So over here, we have the mountain ranges. And over here, we have the trees. And over this way, we have the park. So let's go ahead and turn our head. Let's go to the right side. Turning to the right. Let's go to the left side. Turning to the left. Let's go ahead and bring our head up. Let's go ahead and bring it up. Lift our head up. Lift our chin up high. Holding it up to the sky. Hold it up there. And then let's bring it down. Let's look for ants. Let's go ahead and bring our head all the way down. You can see there's my shadow. Bringing it down. Let's go ahead and bring it back up. Bringing it all the way back up. Let's go ahead and do the rainbow. Let's turn our head to one side. And then let's look up. Looking up as if we're looking at a rainbow. Bringing it down onto the other side. Right over here, you can see there's a little slide. And then let's bring it up again, going up all the way with a rainbow going up. All the way up, all the way down. Let's do a ground rainbow. Let's go ahead and bring our head down at the ground. Looking down, moving around. There you go. You can see our shadows moving our head around. There's my brother right there. He's moving his head with you, everybody. Keep it going down to the ground. And then we're going to bring it right back up. Nice job. So remember, everybody, with our head and neck, we're trying to get our body warmed up from the top. And I'm going to give my brother the phone there so he can see me in the background. And again, he's going to be holding the phone there. And our next exercise is going to be going to our shoulders. So with our shoulders, remember, we're always asking Nick a real difficult question. I think he was answering it in the chat room. But again, Nick, what happens to me? What's different to my body when I'm up here at a higher elevation? And Ben, you can let us know if Nick actually got the right answer. I don't know if he got the right answer or not. And remember, because I don't know, I'm going to do the shoulder shrug. So let's do 5 shoulder shrugs. Bring our shoulders up. Let's hold them up. Let's bring them down. Let's squeeze them down. Let's go ahead and do an armpit squeeze. Bring our armpits together. Squeeze it against our side. And then we're going to go back up again. So let's go up again. That was 1. Here we go for 2, going up. 2, bringing it down. 2 with a squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Let's go for number 3. Going for number 3, bringing it up. Number 3, bringing it down. Number 3, giving it a squeeze. There we go, squeezing it right there. Let's go up again. Number 4, bringing it up. Number 4, bringing it down. And number 4 with a squeeze. Give it a squeeze at the armpits. Here we go. Last one. 5 going up. 5 going down. And 5 with a squeeze. Nice. All right, so everybody, let's go over here this way. We're going to do a different kind of warm up as we get into our arms. And we're going to use the playground equipment here. And so with the playground equipment here, what I'm going to look at doing is using this bar or maybe this bar over here to do an arm stretch. So again, so go on that side for the light. There you go. And so with this exercise, you could also do this in like a doorway or something to where you're going to put your arm maybe against the bar like this, and you're going to turn your body away. So you can see right here, I'm right next to it. Now, if you don't have a bar, what I want you to do is put your arm up like this, try to bring it back, and then try to bring it forward. So we're going to go back and forward. And in my case here, I'm going to go back like this, where I'm going to stretch, and then I'm going to come forward in here like I'm trying to bring my other shoulder around to the side. So let's go ahead. You can do this either way, in and out with your arm or in and out here. Let's do 5 on each side. So again, I got my arm up against the bar or the door here. I'm going to go this way and then this way. So I got 1 out, 2. Bringing it out, 3. You can do this in a seated position. You could lock your brakes right here or hold your other tire in place, and 5. And then when I want to go to the other side, you can either spin around or like this, I can just move to the other side of the bar. So now I'm over here. Again, I'm going to put my arm up kind of against it. I don't have to have my hand on it necessarily, but it would be nice to have your arm kind of right here resting. That way, when I stretch, remember, we've talked about the pecs. It's going to stretch all the way through into my humerus, into that bone right there. So here we go. So 1 and then 1. And I'm bringing myself back in, 2 and 2, because I want to get these muscles working free in all the directions they can. 3, here we go, 4, 4, 1 more for 5 and 5. Now, this is a different type of exercise, warming up our shoulders, different from an arm circle. This is more of a stretch, but it's also a great mobilizer. It will help you with your shoulder health to kind of get your shoulder nice and warmed up. Let's go ahead and do some traditional arm circles now, and then we're going to go back and we're going to actually do an exercise with our arms. So with the arm circles, again, in a place like this, you got to find some room. Let's go ahead. We're going to do about 5 in each direction. So I have 5 going out to the side right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring our arms in front of our body. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now look at this overhead. I got these bars right here in my head. I'm going to go in between them and I'm going to try to make little circles so I don't hit the bar. So you can see up here where my hands are going, there's the monkey bars. So I'm going to use them actually as an obstacle for me to be more thoughtful about my hand position. So I'm going up in the bars right here, and here's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I bumped it. Oh, I bumped it there. You can see when I do a little bump, it lets my brain know that I need to kind of tighten up my circles a little bit. So think about when you're doing an exercise like an arm circle, if you're able to put it kind of into a zone and make that circle, it's going to make it real technical. And it's really going to help your mind and your muscles really get connected. All right, next one, I'm going to sit down right here. Everybody, you might be at a park and you'll see a situation like this where they have a great big kind of step, a kind of a sit down area. And this can be great. Again, I can sit down on here. I have a lot of space around me. And what I want to do is just go ahead and make some of the letters with my arms. So let's start off with the letter Y. So let's go with the Y. Let's hold it up, stretch it up. Let's go with the letter I and really stretch, really reach for the sky. Reach up, maybe wiggle your fingertips. Wiggle your fingertips in the sun. There we go. Moving them around. Let's go ahead and bring it down to a T. And again, maybe stretch out on one side, stretch out on the other. A little bit of a lean is okay, but try to really stretch through the arm, through the shoulders, stretching out. Nice job. Let's go ahead and go with the W. All right, one of my favorites. I like the W. We got the elbows in. Let's hold that W. We're going to next go into an M. So we got to flip our W around. Nice job, everybody. Good job. So we got this flipped around right here. Hold it right here. Go in the M. Let's go down to an A. So we're straight down. We call this one this is like the capital A. We got the 2 parts of it. And now let's go back up one more time, all the way up to the I. All the way from the A. And we're going to do that 2 times. Let's go down to A. Let your arms drop down. Let's go up again to I. And then one more time. Down to A. And then up to I. All right. Great job, everybody. Go ahead and have a water break. I'm going to have my water too. And then we're going to do an exercise for the core. But then we're going to get to this exercise stations here. We're at a park that has a fitness course all around the place here. Is a fitness course. So here's my water. My brother's going to get some of his water. And we're going to bring our water with us. So I got this so he can have a sip of water. So remember, everybody, when you're outside exercising, you have to make sure you're staying hydrated. It is so important because if not, your body will not be able to perform and you could overheat or you could overexert yourself. And that's going to affect performance from our mind all the way down to our muscles. So what I want to look at doing is a core exercise. And let's find something that maybe uses the playground equipment here. And I'm wondering what we could do that would use our playground equipment that would maybe get us having some fun. And let's see over here. I'm looking over here. There's a lot of bars. There's some things we could hang from. Over here, we have some swings. There's some core exercises that we could do with the swings. And over there, we got the baby swings. So how about this? Let's go ahead and go over to the swings over here to start. And the first exercise that I want to do is going to be the one that I know our buddy Nick is also getting excited about doing. So with the swing, you're going to notice that it's going to move around a little bit. This is just a regular old swing, like at most parks and, you know, your neighborhood park or at a school. And so with this swing, something I can do with it is I can put my hands on it and I can put my elbows on it and I can do my plank exercise with my elbows kind of here on the swing. So I'm holding my body up. And if I wanted to bring in a foot, I could bring in my knee too. But this exercise here is going to really challenge my core as I'm holding my body out. So let's go ahead and do a 30-second core squeeze. If you're sitting down, just squeeze your core. If you want to lay down like Nick, I know he's getting on the ground right now. I'm going to be on my elbows. And look at this, everybody. This is park swing plank. Here we go. You got to get your elbows ready. If you want to bring your hands together or have your elbows wide, you can put your elbows like this. And here we go. We're up. So with this, remember, I'm going to walk my feet back. If I want to make this easier, I can walk my feet up like this. So I'm still in the plank position, but I'm just kind of walking up a little bit to make it to where gravity doesn't have as much effect on me. But now look, if I go down, here we go. I'm getting down pretty flat, almost to where the swing is all the way flat. And oh my gosh, this is very difficult. This is hard. Let's hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze, 3, 2, and relax. When you relax, you're just going to kind of walk in with your feet with the swing. So that's one with the swing. I want to do one more with the swing. And I think Nick and Byron, you guys are going to love this. We're going to do a squat hold, but we're going to do a swing, pass, and catch. So I know producer Ben and some of you all remember when we had the tennis ball on the pendulum. Let's do the same thing with the swing. And so let's see, let's come back this way. I'm going to get down here and I'm going to get into a squat position. And then I'm going to let the swing go. And I'm going to stay in the squat until I catch it. So here we go. It goes down and up. And then I catch it and I can kind of stand up. Here we go again. So I'm going to go squat, let it drop, and I got to hold it here. And then I catch it and I can stand up and relax. Let's go for 5 of these. So I go down, I go swing, catch, 1, down. I'm holding the squat. There we go. If you're sitting down, go ahead and do a high elbow hold while I'm doing the low squat. Here we go. Down, swing, wait for it, catch, squat. Now watch what happens if you miss. Down, we go out. Imagine you reach for it. Oh, and it got away. You got to stay down. Oh, it got away again. You got to stay down. You got to stay down until you can grab onto it and use it to help you get up. Let's do 2 more. So I'm going to go down, swing, hold the squat, catching it. 1 more. Here we go. Down, swing, and catch. So this is a fun one because, again, this adds that sense of urgency. You got the swing going away from you, coming on back, and your mind and muscles, they're going to work for you so that you can be there and be ready to catch that swing and to hold that squat and strengthen up your legs. All right, everybody, let's get ready. We're going to go to the first exercise station. And to get there, what I want us to do is to do some high knee steps or some tippy toe steps. If you're at home, what I want you to do is start working on your wrists. Also, if you're sitting down. So I'm going to start going this way and I'm going to be on my tiptoes for the first few steps here. Right now, I'm walking on my tippy toes. And if you're at home and you're walking along with me, you can see my heels are up in the air. And we're going to our station right over here. So I got my heels up in the air. My toes are pointing down. Now I'm going to do a high knee step. And look at that. I'm just bringing my knee up super high, getting a little bit of a stretch. And this is going to slow us down a little bit too. We're getting our legs moving. And we're coming up to our first station here. This is a really fancy station, everybody. And let me show you what it looks like. This is an exercise station. But can you believe, out of all the fitness equipment in the world, that this exercise station, it's just a pole. It's just a pole. Look at that, everybody. It's just a pole out of the ground. And we're going to go do some exercises on it. Let's get over here and do it. So, when you show up to a fitness park, almost all the fitness parks that I've been to, there's going to be a sign. It's going to show you some of the exercises. Let's look at what we have over here. So look at this. The first one is an isometric squat. It's got a beginner and advanced. Here's an Achilles stretch. And here's called the stretch kick. So let's do these exercises. Let's try these out on the pole right here. So the first one was the isometric squat. So that's going to have you just lean back against the pole. You can lean back against a wall too. You're going to lower down. And let's see, it tells us, it says to hold for 10 or to hold for 20. What do you guys want to do? You want to go for 10 or 20? I think I'm feeling the 20. Here we go. So we're sitting in the squat hold. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see me. I put my head up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can feel it in my quadriceps. 17, 18, 19, 20. And then when you're done, if you need to, you can grab onto the pole to help you stand up, or you could just even sit right down. But you're going to feel that in your legs, and they might be tired at the end of that. So don't feel bad if you got to grab onto the pole to be able to get there. The next one is the Achilles stretch. My good friend Ben, he needs this exercise. He hurt his Achilles. If you're sitting down, I want you to work on a wrist stretch. Okay, so you've maybe seen this before. You're going to take your wrist and kind of pull it down, pull it back. You're maybe even going to take it and move it a little side to side. What I'm going to do with the pole here is just bring my feet back, and I'm just going to lean into it, and I'm going to stretch out the back of my legs. That's all it is. You just kind of lean forward, and I'm getting my Achilles. Mine are pretty loose, and I'm just leaning in. Look, I'm just kind of leaning into the pole, and I'm getting a stretch down the back of my leg. Now, the next one is the stretch kick, and we call this one the leg swing. So with the pole, you can hold on with one hand, and you can do this with your arms or your legs. If you're sitting down, let's do an arm swing, maybe one arm, because I'll be doing one leg. And I'm going to do one leg. I like to do the inside leg. So here we go. I got my right leg. Let's go for 10, 9, just letting it swing. 8, 7, just holding on to the pole for balance. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switching. So I'm going to move over to this side. And again, the pole's just for helping with balance. So I'm going to swing my foot up, go 1, 2, 3, 4. Swing your arms 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's have a water break, and we're going to move on to the next station. So let's go ahead, and we're going to do, if you want to be marching in place, or if you're sitting down and moving your arms with locomotion, let's get it going. And you can see we're going down the trail, and there's the ants we were looking for when we were looking down at the ground. Oh, I dropped my cap for my water. All right, check out this trail, everybody. We're hiking through, what are these called? Junipers. These are junipers, everybody. So we're going through the junipers. That's the juniper berries right there. And the junipers smell great. It's a great smelling tree. It's kind of a shrub type tree. We're out here all over the place. Oh my gosh, everybody, what is this thing right here? This looks incredible. So this is another bar. Can you believe it? How fancy. And on this bar, there's these two kind of bars hanging off to the side. And over here, they show us how we can do a leg lift. We can do another leg lift. This is all about leg lifting here. But you know what I like about this too? Is this can be a really great basketball goal. So I think if you were in a seated position, the other day we saw Chris Hill on Monday in the studio doing slam dunk contest. So you might be out here at this park thinking, I can't reach that or I can't use this. Well, there might be another way you could use it. And it could be something like finding a rock, trying to toss it up through here. Maybe you have a ball with you, you could use a water bottle or something, even a balled up towel, throw it up, get it dropped down right in here. But let me show you. So the back leg lift, it's going to say with my back to the post. So I got my back to the post. I'm going to grab my hand and I'm going to lift my leg and hold it just out in the air. And that's what this exercise is. It's just bringing your leg up and bringing it out. Back leg lift. And we're going to hold for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then let's do the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So that was the one leg lift. Now we're going to try the full leg lift. This is both legs coming up. And this is tough, everybody. We're going to try to hold it up for 5. But this is a tough exercise. So again, here we are. We're up on the pole. We got our arms on the bar here. And we're going to bring our legs up. Oh, that's so tough. 2, 3, 4, 5. I got to bring them down. That's difficult, everybody. So pulling both of my legs off the ground using the bar for support. And this one says the front leg lift. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold on this way. And we're just going to be bringing our foot up and maybe touching the side of the pole. You can even maybe put your foot on the pole and kind of get a stretch. I could switch out, put my other foot on the pole and get a little bit of a stretch. The reason they have 2 of these is because some people are taller than others. But also, again, you might be thinking about basketball goal or a rope pull. Can you imagine putting a rope through here and just like we've seen Chris Hill do, pulling that rope through the pole? That's another great way. You could use this and all you would need is a long rope. So let's head over to our next station. Let's see what it is. I'm not even sure what it's going to be next. We didn't get a chance to check out all the exercise stations, but here we go. So we're hiking down the trail. If you want to go a little quicker, you can do a little bit of a jog. And we're just kind of jogging along. Moving on. Good. Here we go. We're coming into the next exercise. Keep jogging, everybody. Woo. All right. So look at this. This thing is common. This is in all the exercise parks. And this is the inclined, they call it the body curl. And you might notice it's a little bit lower down on one side, down there, than it is over here. So with this, they expect you to lay down on it and to sit down and to lay down. And you can do the exercises facing both directions. So you can be facing this way or you can be facing this way, which is the first one that I'm going to show you. So I'm going to get down here on the platform. I'm going to lay down on here and grab onto this with my arms. So my arms are going to be holding onto the bar over my head. And then from here, we do a leg lift. So we bring our legs up and down, and you can do 1 or 2. So let's go ahead. And if you're sitting down, I want you to do an arm raise. We're going to do 1, 1, and then 2. So it's going to be doing one arm up, the other arm up, and then both arms up. I'm going to do it with my legs going one leg, the other leg, and then 2 legs. We're going to go to 5. All right, here we go, everybody. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to go 1, 1, and then here we go for 2, 2. And again, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1. We'll call that 3, 1, 1, 4, 1. Here we go. Last one. 1 and 5. Woo! You're going to feel that in your abdominal muscles all throughout your core. The muscles from your arms holding on, that's going to even get more of your core exercising for you. So this is a good exercise. Now, the next one they show is the inclined sit-up. So we're going to try that one out. And this is actually going to have my feet on the bar. So I'm going to spin around. And you might have seen one of these before. And look at this. You're going to put your feet up so they're hooking on to the bar where my hands were. and then I'm gonna lay down. I gotta find the right spot. Now you see how I'm scooting around? That's me trying to find the right spot because I don't want to be all the way back and I don't want to be all the way up. We're gonna kind of be in the middle of that spot. And so from here, I can lay down and then I can bring myself back up and maybe I'm gonna touch the bar. Let's go ahead and do 5 of these where we're gonna lay back and then we're gonna come up and touch the bar. If you're sitting down, I want you to reach all the way back over your head and then reach forward like you're trying to touch down towards your shoes. So here we go. So we're gonna go back, bring our arms back, and then we go forward. There's 1, back, and 2, back, and 3, back, and 4. We got 1 more. Here we go. Back, and 5. So remember, there's a couple things you can do here for your core, using this bar with your hands, using this bar with your feet. Also, again, this would be another spot where we could put a rope and we could do a rope pull type exercise with this bar. You could also do some stretching too. But again, you're gonna have to be able to get down on the platform. So remember that when you see this. Let's go on to the next one and have some water if you need it. All right, we're making our way around the track. Ooh, and the next exercise, we already see it. It's the parallel bars. Who here has ever used parallel bars before? Whether it was for doing physical therapy, maybe you were working on your gait, working on the way you're stepping and walking. Parallel bars can be a lot of fun. And what's great is they're gonna give us a lot of stability. So if we need some stability help, parallel bars can provide that for us. And look at these. Who's ever seen this before? The parallel bars. And these are a great representation. They're a good height. They're not too high up. There's always 2 bars, and you can see how the words parallel, it really means parallel. These bars are running side by side all the way down. And let's go ahead and check out our first exercise. So the first exercise on here is called the arm walk. Now with the arm walk, what we're trying to do is to move our body using our arms down the parallel bars. That can be very difficult. And what we can do to make that a little bit easier for ourselves is sometimes maybe work on our tippy toes. And so we're working on our tiptoes and we're using the parallel bars to help keep our feet just barely on the ground. But let me show you, there's 2 ways we can do this. So one would be kind of going through here. And again, I'm kind of just using my arms. And look at this, I'm actually off the ground for this second, but just for a moment, I'm off the ground. Just enough to kind of work on my steps. And I'm balancing my body through my shoulders with my armpits. This is a great armpit exercise. And I'm gonna be able to move down the bars. Now, another way we could do this is holding on and maybe doing like a high knee, holding it, bringing it down, moving up with the next foot. High knee. And then I'm gonna just see, I'm moving my arms kind of down the parallel bars. I'm holding my knee up, move my arms. So arms go up, or knee goes up, and then your arms, and then you go forward. Knee, arms, and then bringing it forward. We're gonna go again, knee. So I'm leaning back. Now I'm gonna lean forward into my arms, and then I'm gonna bring my leg down. Now let me show you the parallel bar walk. This is the arm walk. Wow, and they're talking about doing it the whole way. I'm just gonna go right here. So this is the arm walk. So we're moving down the bars, using our arms to support our body. And my feet are off the ground. Now that's a very difficult exercise. And not everybody's gonna be able to do that, which is why I showed you a couple of the other ones. And even just getting yourself on here to where you're holding yourself up and then lowering down onto 1 foot or 2 feet, that can be a really good exercise. So on here, they have the arm walk. The next one is the body dip. Byron does this one on the app. With this exercise, we're gonna hold onto the bars, but instead of going up, we're gonna go down, everybody. So here we go. So I can do it 2 ways. Way number 1 is I'm gonna do a squat. So I'm squatting down and then going up. If you're sitting down with me, let's go elbows back and do a push if you have arm rests. If you have a chair, you can do it in a chair. So we got down, up, down. Here we go. 5, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5. Now let's do it the other way, which has 1 foot in front of the other. 1 foot in the back, 1 foot in the front. And now I'm going to do a split squat. So I'm going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now this is the one I really like, and you might be able to do this. We're going to go down, up, and switch. Down, up, and switch. And you can switch slowly. Watch, I'm going to do it slow. I'm going to go down. I'm going to come up and switch. And that's going to get my mind and my muscles really working together. And switch. And using a lot of muscles all the way from my legs to my upper body, my shoulders. Most importantly, it's a mental exercise to pull that off. Let's go ahead and have some water. Let's keep on moving down the fitness path. We got a couple more stations to go. We want to make sure we get them all in. And we're going to have Carla. She's going to be doing leadership one more time today. And I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be with the sand bag. So here we go. Keep moving in place. Something I like about trails like this, and this is what me and my friend Bernie, we used to do a lot of. If you're feeling okay with it, if you're on a trail that's very kind of predictable, like the width, try going backwards. All right. If you need to look back behind you, that's okay. But if you can move backwards and you can use the edge as a guide for you, but you're going to move more carefully, you're going to be moving slow, and you're going to be very thoughtful about where you're going and how your feet are touching the ground. Now, I want to look behind me, but I'm trying not to. And I'm using the side right here. And you can see that was what we wanted to show you. That was perfect. Who saw that? Look at this, what I stepped on. Now, I didn't see it, but because I was walking backwards and I was being so thoughtful, as soon as my foot felt those sticks, my brain and my body said, well, we got to figure out a plan to keep ourselves from falling down. And that's what's so cool about training and exercising, is that actually might have been my best exercise of the whole workout. And I could only have accomplished it if I hadn't challenged myself to move backwards. All right, everybody, we are over here now. And this is the balance beam. It's actually 3 balance beams. They're about 4 feet long. And look at this, they're making kind of an L, like almost an S shape. So one of them here is called the beam jump. And they're actually talking about jumping over the balance beam. So if you're sitting down, when I do a jump, you know what to do. We do an arm throw. We throw those arms up as if we're jumping. If you are at home, or if you're maybe you're at Sulpicio Center right now, or maybe you're at Gerber Center, if you want to do a jump with me, we're going to jump over this pole. We're going to go for 6 jumps, and I'm going to jump a different way. So first time I'm going to jump sideways. Here we go. I got it to my side. I'm going to bring my arms back and my legs down. And then as everything comes up, I'm going to go up and over. So watch. Up and over. So the momentum of my arms and my legs coming up help to take me over. There's 2. Let's go forwards now. So down, up, going over the top. Down, up, over the top. All right, now what about jumping backwards? Oh my gosh. Again, I got to look back here. I'm going to jump up. Ooh, and I landed on top. That's some Brandon Riggs moves right there. Again, I'm going to jump up. Pretty neat. So again, I didn't expect that, but that's what, again, when we're moving backwards, our mind is so alert that we're going to be able to do really neat things. Let's check out next. It's talking about going on a beam walk. So let's do the beam walk. So with the beam walk, all right, and let me tell you, if you're going to ever try this, you have to really concentrate. And you're also going to want to, if you can, try to put your arms above your head. Now, if you want to do this exercise with me right now, I want you to try to walk in a very small path, or try to balance on one leg. while I'm doing the beam walk. All right, here we go. My arms are gonna go up. I'm on the beam and I have to balance my body and walk on the beam. Now I gotta get to this other beam. So I'm gonna cross over here, walking down the beam, gotta get to this beam. And so the change direction is incredible. When you do this, now I want you to imagine you're doing this, but maybe what you're walking on is some blue painter's tape. Has anybody ever seen the blue painter's tape? You could get some blue painter's tape for maybe $1 or $2, and you could build yourself a path that you're gonna try to follow. It's gonna be tougher than any normal path, but you're gonna try to follow that path. And again, that's gonna be similar to these balance beams, trying to keep my body in line and being balanced and being kind of in that, again, very skinny foot position here compared to when I'm on the ground. All right, let's have some water. We got another station to go to. How many stations has that been? Has anybody been keeping track? Who on here thinks they know? How many stations have we done? And how many exercises have we done? So I don't know at this point. I'd have to shrug my shoulders because I don't know. But you might be keeping track. How many stations have we done? And how many exercises have we done since we've been on this point? All right, we're coming up to 2 more bars up here. All right, everybody. Oh my. So these are the push-up bars. Everybody look at this down here right next to my water. You can see we have 2 bars on the ground, and these are for push-ups. So with this exercise, that means we're gonna have to get kind of down low to the ground, but also think about that rope pull. This would be another great place to do a low rope pull. So if you were using a wheelchair, don't think about these exercise parks as not being something that you can use. It's going to be something that you might bring a backpack with a couple things in it, like a ball, a rope, maybe a sand weight. And that way we're going to adapt some of these exercises. But this one is the push-up station. They have an exercise called the comfort push-up. I don't know what a comfort push-up is because most push-ups are tough. But let's go ahead. It's got push-ups on here. It's telling us to do, let's see how many. It's saying to do 10. So we're gonna do 10. We're gonna pick a bar. We're gonna go for 10 push-ups. If you're sitting down, you can do air chest press, or you can do tabletop push-ups, and you can get yourself going that way. If you wanna get down on the ground, let's get down on the ground. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So we're gonna go down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're gonna push the bar like you're trying to push the bar into the ground. So when you go up 6, you kind of imagining like you're gonna push the bar away. 7, and push the bar. 8, instead of maybe pushing your body up. So we got 9, and we're gonna push the bar down into the ground for number 10. Now when I'm done, I'm gonna walk my feet up and I'm gonna relax in the down position. When I'm doing an exercise like this, it's very thoughtful to not get up too fast. If you're down low here and then you stand up real quickly, sometimes that could make you feel a little dizzy. So take a moment, let yourself get back upright. You got the bar right here, and when you're ready, you can stand on up. All right, let's go to the next station. We're gonna go through a little tree grove right here, everybody. Let's get those arms moving. Keep your body going. There we go. We're almost back to the home base, but we're not there yet. Oh, we're coming up to the pull-up bars, everybody. Keep your arms moving. Keep it going. We're almost there. All right. So these are the pull-up bars. Everybody, pull-ups are one of the most difficult exercises that we can do. It requires us to lift our entire body up. Now you can do an exercise with the low bar or the high bar, again, using a rope, or again, imagine if you had a ball trying to throw it up over the bar, maybe to an exercise partner. But with this situation, they're showing us the chin up, the incline chin up, and the inverted chin up, which maybe that means you were upside down. I'm not sure about that one, but maybe it also means the hands are in a different position. Because everybody remember, when your hands are knuckles up, remember that means we're in the prone, or we're in that prone position. When we go here, we're in the supine position. And so they might mean inverted by switching the hands. This position is going to be a different type of strength than that position. And that's why when Byron's always doing knuckles up or knuckles down, I'm always mentioning it, because this is the kind of place where that can matter. So let's check out the low bar first. Now, with this one here, we can hang back from it and we can kind of pull ourselves under it, where I'm just hanging. This is going to give me a shoulder. It's going to give me a stretch through my bicep, and it's going to help to strengthen my hands and strengthen my grip. So I'm just hanging back, and then I'm just pulling myself right back to under the bar. Now, while I was doing that, my feet were on the ground. If I wanted to make that harder, I could have one foot on the ground, where I'm just still kind of balancing now. Look at that, I got a knee in the air. So I'm going up and down right here, pulling myself up and back. All right. Now the next one they're talking about is with the knuckles over the top. So with the knuckles over the top, that's the chin up. And that one's gonna have you pull your body up over the bar. The goal is to get your chin up over the bar. That's why they call it the chin up. I'm gonna try a chin up on the high bar, and then we'll come down here to the low bar for the pull up. Now I'm able to reach this bar. So what we're gonna do is hang from the bar. We're gonna take our feet off the ground. And then from here, we're gonna pull up and then go down. So you can see my feet come off the ground, my body goes up. I try to get my chin over the bar, and then I go back down. So I'm holding on, feet are off the ground, and then I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, up, chin, down. If I was gonna do the pull-ups, I might have my hands with my knuckles down, and I would jump over the bar and lower down. So let's do a couple of those where, again, I'm going to jump up, squeeze, and go down. And again, I want my chin over the bar. So we go up, squeeze, down. Let's do one more. Up, squeeze, and down. Let's have some water. Let's get, I think we got one more, maybe two more stations to go. All right. We're going to have to hustle, everybody, because Carla's going to be our last leader up today. Let's do a little run. Go ahead and run with me, everybody. Keep those arms moving. All right, everybody. This is that triangle bar we were talking about earlier. If you need to have some water, let's have some water. This exercise is called the vault, but the vault really just means jumping over a bar. So with this exercise, the goal is to jump over the bar with your hands on the bar. Let me show you. You come over to the bar, you put your hands on it, and then I got to use my legs. So my hands are here, and I got to jump and bring my feet over to the other side. So I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1. And you can see how I was able to support my body kind of with the bar. So we go 3, 2, 1. Let's go again, one more time each way. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Nice. So again, that's the vault over the bar. The last one on here is just lifting our leg up and putting it on the bar. Whoop, I went too high with that one, but we'll come down a little bit. Up on the bar. Maybe if I stand this way, I could go up And so this is just going to work on my leg lifting, helping me get a high knee. Bring my knee up on the bar, down, up, on the bar. All right, everybody, let's see if there's another station. We're running low on time. There is another station. Has anybody ever been to an exercise park like this? Every city pretty much has one of these. And you can go there and try out the exercises, learn new things. This is called the vertical climb and the up and over. So everybody, this is a climbing station. This is actually where we're going to get on here, climb up. And so we're working with our hands and our feet. And in this situation, we got to go over the top. We're going to climb around, go over the top, and then come down the other side. If you want to climb with me, let's go. Remember, reaching up and pulling. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Climbing up, reaching, pulling, going over the top, bringing it right back down. Use those arms to let yourself lower down slowly. Up. We get finished up. We're going to have leading us here in a moment with the sandbag. But let's hustle. Let's make sure. I think we did, everybody. We accomplished all of the stations in the park. We're all the way back to the beginning. Again, great job to everyone who participated with me. That was a blast. Let's come on over here and finish up our workout. All right, everybody. What a workout that was. Now, some of you can probably tell there's a little bit of a difference in my energy level, in my ability to talk without having to pause. And you can even maybe kind of see that I'm trying to take big, deep breaths every few moments. And that's because, and some of you might have known, and you got it right, is that when you're at a higher elevation, there's actually less oxygen in the air for me to take in. And so imagine if you were trying to breathe through like a really big straw, or if you were trying to breathe through like a skinny straw. One would be much harder than the other. Well, when you're up at elevation, for your body, it's very similar. Your body wants a certain amount of oxygen, and it has a hard time getting that from the air. So you have to breathe a little more and let your body work a little bit harder to keep you in a nice balance. Now you can already tell I'm starting to feel better. My energy's getting back, and I've only been resting for about 1 minute. So that shows you how well my recovery, and that's how you can determine your own recovery time when you're doing cardiovascular work that might be up at high altitude. So everybody, let's go ahead, have a sip of water. Our team leader and great friend Carla, she got a new job. She's going to be starting work next week. We got one more job for her to do though, and that's to lead us one more time. So Carla, let's go ahead and get you brought up. And again, everybody, tonight at 6 p.m., the fitness social, you're already on the link. So I hope you can make it there, and I will see you tonight. Here we go. Let's get Carla set up.
Hi, everybody. It's my last day. I'll miss you guys, but I'll see you guys for Socialize next Friday. All Friday. Sorry, I'm gonna miss you guys, but I don't want to cry.
We're gonna miss you too, Carla. Go ahead and take it away, and then
we're
we'll
gonna do
bring
turn.
it
We're
on.
gonna do some turn. We got 1,
Just in turning.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we're gonna go around to 1. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now switch. No me dio en Spanish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15. And now we're gonna curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna switch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're gonna do it up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now we're gonna do the clap, catch it.
Woo.
And then we're gonna do Statue of Liberty.
Statue of
Up and
Liberty,
down.
bring it on home.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold it up.
Hold it up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Nice job, Carla. That was terrific.
Thank you.
Great job.
I'll see you tonight at 6.
You got it. Everybody, again, great job to Carla. Let's wish her all of our best as she starts her new job next week. Let's go ahead and let's bring up Bernie for the breathing motto. We had talked about doing that with her earlier in the week. And again, everybody, we have the Friday Night Fitness Social also
John,
tonight.
she's not here.
Oh, she's not on. Oh, okay. Well, then let's go. Ben, who's on here?
Carrie, I don't know if you were thinking. I was thinking about Adam and you do the ring motto.
Oh, you want us to do it? All right. Hey, come on over here. All right. He's going to come on around the table. We're going to do should we do 1s and 2s?
Yes.
All right. I'll do the first line. He's going to get the second line. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good. Breathe out the bad. Breathe in the happy. And breathe out the sad. Breathe in your best. And breathe out your worst. And breathe in your power. So you reach your goals first. Yes, everybody, great job. So happy to bring you here to Santa Fe, New Mexico. We worked out at the exercise park, got to do all of the stations, multiple exercises. If you have an exercise park where you live, go try it out. Go see what you can do. Bring a backpack with a rope and a ball and a few other things, and you're going to have a great time. All right, everybody, I'll see you tonight on the Fitness Social at 6 p.m. And here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.